Today for Sports Casuals, we're doing an NBA prediction, the whole playoff bracket, top to bottom. We're each going to give our picks. They're a little bit out there, but we'll just have to see what we came up with. So let's just get started. All right, for the first matchup, we've got the Thunder, number 1 seed versus number 8 seed in Memphis. Carl, what are we thinking for this round?
I think this is going to be a pretty straightforward series. I see Ja Morant and the Grizzlies getting shot out of the playoffs real quick. They lose in 5.
I've got basically the same thing. OKC in 6, a way better team, free throw merchant, the narrative, the MVP shit. It's going to go Thunder, and we really don't need to waste too much time on it.
Denver and the Clippers, Brad. What do you think about that series?
It's going to be a fun one. It's going on right now. Tight first game as we're recording. But I'm going with the minority of people. 45% of people are thinking Clippers. I'm going Clippers in 7. I'm liking Kawhi since he came back. He seems to be truly healthy this time, and I see you nodding even though you picked the exact opposite thing. But Kawhi's back. Harden seems to be playing good this year. I just like the team. I like Zubac, the center. Norman Powell stepping up this year, was almost an all-star selection, so I'm going Clippers in 7. What do you think?
I have Denver in 6. I think this will be a good tight series. But I think at the end of the day, just the Jokic factor is really all Denver's going to need, and we'll see if they can come back in game 1. But
yeah,
even if they lose game 1, I can see them winning 4 out of 5.
For the next matchup, we've got the Lakers and the Timberwolves facing off. This is like the most highly anticipated matchup, I'd say, of the playoffs. Everyone seems to be talking about this, but everyone has been against our Wolves. All the media, which we expected, just to be Lakers in 5, Lakers in 5. Shut your bitch ass up. Wolves in 7.
Shut your bitch ass up. It is Wolves in 7. I just think at this point in his career, Anthony Edwards better than LeBron.
All right. I love that. He is, though. He is. LeBron can't really do shit anymore. And he can't play a full season. He's gotta sit out and heal up and then do the mystery drugs, supposedly legal stuff, but I've heard the accusations, so we don't know what's going on there with LeBron, but Luka's not gonna do shit for us.
Luka's fat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we gotta run with to convince ourselves the Wolves are gonna win this. Wolves in 7. I'm loving the team, how we're coming together. I think I'd go the deepest roster in the West. I think we have the deepest roster. Maybe OKC. I like the Rockets too, but I just think we have the most notable players in the West. So tight series, super fun one. First game's tonight, but I'm going Wolves in 7, like we said.
Wolves in 7, baby. Brad, I think the Warriors can win their series here against the Rockets. I think Steph. He'll lock in. He'll dig deep, and he'll just start banging threes. And Jimmy Butler is no joke. They got Draymond being a joke, but I think Jimmy Butler can offset that.
Okay.
And more.
The Warriors have been elite since trading for Jimmy, for sure. They've been on a tear. I have Rockets in 7, and that just means it's a complete toss-up. I think it's going to be tight. The Thompson brothers, Amen Thompson. Have you seen this guy's highlights? This guy is an animal, fucking dunking and shit. Are you just nodding to nod, or have you actually seen him?
I saw him play twice. I think I went to 2 Wolves Rockets games this year.
I don't know, something about him. He fucking dunks like ant. He's just a tempo guy. I like it, and I just feel like that'll help the Rockets edge it out. I like the team that they've built in a quick amount of time. They're a little young, so I'm not sure how far I think they could go. And the Warriors definitely have more experience. So this is one I could probably be wrong on, but I went with the Rockets in 7.
Are you concerned that Butler might be able to keep him out of the paint, make him be a jump shooter?
Thompson?
Yeah.
That would probably be an issue because I don't think he has much of a shot. Jimmy is probably the X factor for the series, though. Because he's normally been that guy in the playoffs. He was that guy in the play-in. He had quite the game. Yeah. He had 30 points, I think. So, yeah, you're kind of making me regret my pick, but Rockets in 7. Switching over to the East now, we've got a pretty easy matchup in my opinion. We got the Cavs versus the Heat. I took a gentleman's sweep here. I think the Heat might be able to steal one if Tyler Hero can get hot. Bam gets hot, maybe. But Cavs just have a stacked roster. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, like these. It's a good team.
Dogs. They're
Yeah.
dogs.
I like it.
I think I would be in the exact same boat as you if Heat coach Eric Spoelstra still wore a suit on the sidelines like he used to when they had LeBron. But now he looks like a grubby homeless guy wearing a fucking tracksuit. So
He looks like he's walking into Lifetime at 3 p.m.
Yeah, for real. He looks like it's on lunch break. Cavs in 4.
Oh, yeah. I like it. Easy one for the Cavaliers. This is just, I mean, the Heat just, what a mess of a season for them. I don't even know if they would prefer to win their play-in games.
Yeah.
It's great that they did. I mean, they played well, but you're not in the lottery anymore. The Bulls are in the lottery because they got smacked around like they were supposed to. But the Heat now have to go play 4 or 5 games in the playoffs for nothing. So
Just for fun.
for the next matchup in the Eastern Conference, we got the Bucks versus the Pacers. 4 and 5 seeds. I feel like this is a really interesting series for a few different reasons. But I ultimately have Pacers in 7 right now. They won game 1. We made our brackets before. At least I did before the game. But feeling Pacers in 7. Tyrese Halliburton. Like him. Assist guy. I love it. I love the team. And the biggest factor is that we aren't sure if Damian Lillard is going to even play in this series. He's hurt right now. No timetable for return. So that kind of scared me off from Milwaukee. But what were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking too much. What I was thinking though is I don't like the Pacers.
I wasn't thinking at all. I love that.
So that said, Milwaukee in 6.
You know what? Anything could happen here. Giannis took him to a championship before. Middleton was a bit younger and more of a factor, but
And on the team.
Did they trade? When did they trade Middleton at the deadline? Where is Middleton playing?
They traded him for Kuzma.
Oh yeah. Oh, poor Middleton. I forgot he was stuck in Washington. Well, Kuzma's not much of a better factor than Middleton, but luckily this is called Sports Casuals, so Pacers in 7, Chris Middleton.
I think the New York Knicks are going to do something for the state of New York. It's been god awful for all their sports teams. Terrible on the football side, terrible on the hockey side. The Knicks have an opportunity to be something to give that city hope. And God, I was just there. There's no hope to be found anywhere. So they need a big performance out of Cat and Brunson here, and I think they'll get it. I got Knicks in 6.
Jalen Brunson, please save us, but don't actually, because I have a big upset here. Pistons in 7. I like this Detroit team, Carl. They are gritty. They are like the old bad boys in Detroit from, when was that? Late 80s, early 90s, Jordan era. I like this team. I like Isaiah Stewart. I love that he's just willing to beat the shit out of anyone at any given moment. I love that mentality. Malik Beasley is just an annoying guy. He's like a little fucking cricket. Just keeps
that's what you need
shit. But he hits threes, so he's a cricket that can hit threes. So I love him off the bench as the 6th man. I love Jalen Duran as their center, just big bulky guy. Fucking old school center, just will hang down low, not doing anything up top. Cade Cunningham has had a borderline All-NBA season. Probably, I'd assume he makes an All-NBA team. I guess I haven't looked into the voting at all, not because I don't really care, but he probably makes an All-NBA team. He's averaging like 26, 8, and 7 or something. Something good.
He's been pretty sick.
Jaden Ivey, I know, has been injured. I guess I probably should have looked into if he was going to play in the series since this is a sports show, but I did not look into that. And he's a factor on how well they'll play.
This is a sports show, by the way. Didn't know.
Pistons in 7, though. I'm going to join the 18% of fans that seem to believe they'll somehow pull it off after all this misery.
And for the final series of the first round, we got the Boston Celtics playing the Orlando Magic. And really the only reason I don't have this as Magic in 7 is because Jalen Suggs is out for the year. I don't think they can overcome that injury.
Oh yeah, Magic would for sure win if they had Suggs, dude.
Yep. So
Easily.
it goes from, and also they don't have Wagner. Like the good on them for getting in, but realistically, this is Boston in 5.
I have the same exact thing. It's kind of been fuck Boston. I just don't really like their team. I do
Yeah,
like the guard combo. I like Pritchard, Drew Holiday, and Derek White. I just like those three guys having the shooters and then the defensive guy. I think that's kind of a cool rotation to have for them. I like Jalen Brown too. So I guess I shouldn't say I don't like the Celtics. It's just kind of Tatum with the antics.
yeah,
We did it.
yeah. He's a little corny. He wants a Disney movie for sure.
He's not going to get it, unfortunately. But we got to go Celtics here. We have to join 99% of fans have the Celtics winning. We got
Yeah,
to
we're
join them.
going out on a limb with that one.
Oh, yeah. They're a good team. There's just not as much firepower in the East, so it's not as fun to predict. Like,
Yeah,
I can't even really talk myself into the higher seeded teams pulling an upset off on this side of the bracket. So Celtics in 5. Let's just move on. Moving on to round 2 of the playoffs. This is where it's going to start getting a little interesting because we have different matchups starting to float around. I've got the Thunder versus the Clippers. Carl's got the Thunder versus the Nuggets. What do you see happening in this series, Carl?
I see another Jokic takeover. I think he's gonna get more favorable whistles than Alexander will. So Shai will be driving in on him and draw a little bit of contact, not make the bucket, and won't get called, but it will get called in Jokic's favor down on the other end. And I think that over the course of an entire series really neutralizes what Alexander can do in totality. And I think that leads to a Denver win in 6 games over OKC.
So you got the refs in 6. I like that. We both seem to think the Thunder can't really make a deep run here. They have a good team. They're just kind of young. And I'm not sure how much of the whistle is going to favor them in the playoffs. I feel like that's going to cool off a bit, and then we'll
Especially
see
as
who
a
can really
round
win.
like maybe in round 1 you can get away with that, but round 2, round 3, round 4, the whistles just keep tapering off as you get further along.
It'll be more physical for sure. But that's kind of where our agreements end because I've got the Clippers winning in 7 to go to the Western Conference Finals. Like I said in round 1, Kawhi is healthy for real this time. For real healthy, back for real. I'm just feeling like 2019 Kawhi. That's just what I feel like, and that's what I'm hoping for here. And I'm hoping the Clippers with the new stadium that are they playing in the new stadium? I guess I don't even know. They're building one.
They
there
are
might
building
be a stadium, but I just feel like the new logo, the new everything, we're going to break the curse of the Clippers. We're going to get some playoff wins and go to the Western Conference Finals.
For this series in the Western Conference second round, I have the Timberwolves beating the Warriors in 7 games. Again, this Wolves team is probably going to get tired if things go my way. But Ant just proved this year he's a better 3-point shooter than Curry. And I think we have a better team overall than they do. So between those two factors, Wolves in 7.
Yeah, like I said, we got the deeper team. I obviously had the Rockets winning, but I think matchup-wise, I just kind of like Rudy on Sengun. Haven't seen them play versus each other, did not tune in, but I just think that goes well for us. I think Ant on Jalen Green is a favorable matchup.
Definitely.
There's not really anyone that can fully expose Conley. Like Fred VanVleet's not going to, I don't think he's dropping 30 on Conley and going to expose him. McDaniels can guard anyone. I think matchup-wise, we will just dog walk them in 6 games. I don't even think it goes 7. I think and we have more experience too. I think we would just win it in 6. All right, heading back over to the East. We've got a Cavaliers matchup with 2 different opponents from the Pacers and the Bucks series that me and Carl have picked. I've got a pretty easy one for the Cavaliers again in 5. Kind of second guessing that pick. I feel like the Pacers are a good team. I could see them winning some games, but when I was filling it out earlier, I took 5 games, so I'm gonna have to act like the Cavs are just gonna dominate the series now. They're way better. They're winning in 5. Gentlemen's sweep, gonna be super easy for Cleveland. How about you, Carl?
I have Milwaukee winning in 6. Giannis. That's my only.
Giannis is the analysis. That's literally your only hope. Maybe
Yeah, pretty
one
much.
Kuzma 30 ball.
Yeah.
Kevin Porter
Also,
Jr.
Dame could be back at this point,
Okay.
getting this far. I have no idea what's wrong with him. He could have torn his ACL last week, and I'd still be saying
There's some sort of blood clot issue, I think. It was similar to Wembanyama.
So he probably won't be back.
It's a little I think that's what it was. It's looking a little scary for him and Wemby.
Giannis,
So Giannis will win it for you, I guess.
Yep. Best player in the series.
Cavs in 5, Bucks in 6, I guess. For the other semifinal matchup in the East, we've got a Celtics matchup with 2 different teams again that we predicted. Either way, I'm thinking long series, interesting series. What are you thinking?
I agree with that. I obviously picked the Knicks to beat the Pistons, so that lines up what will be the revenue series for the NBA. So they're going to want to keep this going as long as possible, get the TV ratings for the Boston-New York series. I could see some whistles coming into effect late in Game 6 if the team that's down 3-2 is looking like they're going to lose, just to force a Game 7. So I have this series going 7, and I have the Celtics taking it ultimately. But this will be a good series provided it happens. These are 2 really good teams and 2 massive markets, so they're going to just shove it down our throat. 7:00 every game.
The NBA would love this matchup. They're definitely happy that the Knicks and the Celtics are on the same side of the bracket. But I obviously picked the Pistons to get after it and get in this series. And I think they would give Boston a tough time.
They definitely
for
could.
all the reasons I said in the first round. I just like the gritty team. I don't know if I brought up the other Thompson brother that's on the Pistons, because I brought up the one that's on the Rockets. I like both of them. They get after it, and I love the mentality of the team. But Celtics are just better. Unfortunately, they just have the better team, and I think they end up winning in 7, just like you said. Heading back over to the West for the Western Conference Finals, we both have our Timberwolves in the series somehow.
Delusion.
No. Not only that, we both have them winning in 7 games, just versus different opponents. I've got them facing off versus the Clippers. We have different opponents from the same series, so that's something for sure. But I got them beating the Clippers in 7. 2% of people have the Wolves in this spot, and 4% of people have the Clippers in this spot. So definitely a high percentage bet here that I've got
for sure.
happening.
For sure.
7, deeper team. Kawhi is going to really give us a run for our money. I could actually see that if this happened, the Clippers could totally beat us with Kawhi. He could lock up Ant. He could shut him down.
Unfortunately.
It would be tough.
Imagine Ant chucking 12 threes with Kawhi on him.
It sounds like hell.
Yeah.
Because I can just see him missing already.
In my scenario, I don't have to worry about that because I have them beating Denver in 7. This will be a rematch of last year, rematch of the game of the year. It's going to be box office. The league's going to want this to go long, and I think it will go long in favor of the Wolves.
Huge market teams, Denver and Minnesota. I love it.
Now we're going to talk about the Eastern Conference Finals. I have Milwaukee winning in 7 over the Boston Celtics.
Over the Boston.
Almost called them the Bruins. Yeah, no, it's going to be a Giannis playoff, and then we're going to get the border battle for the final.
You're having a tough time even rationalizing your picks at this point.
Oh yeah, I don't know anything, so
yeah. Oh god, and it's just like the NHL, so whatever. I got Cavs in 7 over the Celtics. think the Celtics are the better team. I don't believe in Cleveland at all to do anything, but I don't like Boston. So for that reason, we're going to root for the Cavs to go to the NBA Finals. All right, for the NBA Finals that are definitely going to happen here in our predictions. Quite the matchups. I'm not sure anyone predicted these matchups, but you heard it here
No.
first. It will happen, even though only 1% of fans have the Wolves here. It's going to happen. And it's not just going to happen, they're actually
Yep.
just going to win the series.
Yep. Timberwolves. Timberwolves in 7. Doesn't matter who they play.
Oh, no. I mean, we have it over everyone. We're the best team in the league. How do you beat us? In a 7-game series, how do you beat us?
They can't, and that's why I have the Timberwolves playing 28 games across 4 series.
But in all seriousness, like I've said, we have the deeper team. We've been hot since we've gotten healthy, and we're just building chemistry, getting better. A lot is weighing on if Randall will show up this year in the playoffs. If we can get Julius Randle, the good version, we can beat anyone in whatever games, whether it's 7 or 5 or 4, and we could even beat a team in 3 if we really wanted to. But we got Timberwolves in 7. 1% of people have predicted this, like I said. My camera's lagging everywhere, but it's just going to be a great playoffs, and we're finally going to get a ring in Minnesota.
Yep, absolutely.
That will wrap it up for our NBA predictions. A lot of crazy takes, a lot of takes that don't make any sense, a lot of takes that won't happen, a lot of terrible takes, a lot of pathetic takes. But there is some takes that might happen, and the Timberwolves making the finals might be one of them. Thank you for tuning into the show. Carl, what do you have to say to the people? Should they subscribe?
They should definitely subscribe. They should make fun of us in the comments as well.
See you guys next time.
Enjoy the